daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much from on me, just this old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now I don't blame him for running hid. The meanest thing that he ever did was, before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Well, it seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some got laughing I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy as a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard, my wits got keen, and I roamed from town to town just to hide my shame. Well, I made me a vow to the moon and stars. I'd search them honky tonks and bars and kill that man and give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry, and I thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at the table, dealing studs, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from the worn-out picture that my mother had, and I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. Well, he was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him and my blood ran cold, and I said, "My name is Sue. How do you do? Now you gonna die." Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. So I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the walls and into the streets, kicking and gouging the blood and the mud and the bear. I tell you, I fought tougher men, but man, I can't really remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh and then I heard him cuss, and he went for his gun. I pulled my first as he was lying there. I saw him smile. He said, "Son, this world is rough. If a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough." I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along, so I give you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. It's that name that helped to make you strong. Now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the grabbing your guts and spitting your eyes. I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue. I got all choked up and I threw down my gun, called him my pa and he called me his son. I come away with a different point of view. And I think about him now and then, every time I try and every time I win. And if I ever have a son, I think I'm gonna name him Bo. Thanks, Ben.